Hey guys, Troy Dooley, MLM Help Desk. I'm excited, and this is the long-anticipated follow-up to Liberty Mobile, or Liberty Mobile. Listen to it. I'm not even going to fix this. Liberty International, Wow Mobile, Randy Jeffers, their controversial and sometimes charismatic CEO. But I caught up with him about 2 weeks ago now, and thoroughly impressed. I wasn't impressed with his bio. He reminded me of one of those 1990s A.L. Williams RVPs, and I'm saying that tongue-in-cheek because I was there. I know that feeling. But first thing out of Randy's mouth is, Troy, are you legit? Are you straight up? Or are you just trying to get traffic to your website? I can deal with authentic and transparent people straight up. You hit me head on, and I can come right back at it, and I appreciated it. And we had a great conversation. And we did the due diligence and the research that we needed to do on this. And the more we dug in, we found something. First of all, I'm not getting into technology, guys. We're going to do a complete different follow-up on Wow Mobile. Randy's got a phone that comes out tomorrow. It'll be in the mail to me. We already know that it's coming in. After I get the phone and we get the service up, I will be doing some posts on that. It is in beta. That was the one thing Randy said. He said, Troy, I want you to understand when you do your posts, I'm not going to tell you what to say or what not to say. I want you to be honest with your folks too. But this is beta. That's why we're not releasing it to regular customers yet. I said, okay, I can deal with that. If we know it's in beta, we'll blog as it's in beta. And when it comes out of beta, we'll blog on that also. He was also he asked me a good question. He said, Troy, how is your G3 network down on the island where you're at? I said, we're right outside of the world's largest and most sophisticated Air Force base. We've got good technology down here. He said, okay, because that will make a difference until we get out of beta. So that was good. But let's look at the company. My first post was on September 16th, as I said. It wasn't about Liberty International, really, and it wasn't even about Wow Mobile. Now, I made comments that the website looked like it's still from the 1990s, and I stand by that, and Randy knows that, and they're doing a new website. I don't know if you guys have seen Liberty Friends or not. Liberty Friends is actually, it's in beta. It's not already done, but they're working on it, and I thought, I like that. We'd seen some comments come in about them being a virtual company, and I'm not into virtual companies and network marketing, but Randy has opened my eyes, and I'm getting a paradigm shift on this. He said, Troy, the money that we could put into having an office, the money that we could put into hiring all kinds of support staff, he goes, instead, we hire home-based business people. We outsource a lot of stuff to companies that are experts, and it saves us all that overhead. He goes, in saving us that overhead, we put the money back in the comp plan. He goes, I'm a firm believer, because I was a distributor with A.L. Williams, that if you put the money in the field, the people stay. Guys, I grew up with Art Williams in that company. I know what Randy's talking about. He paid good money. And the more I looked at it, the more I thought about my friend and mentor over here, Tim Ferriss, who wrote the 4-Hour Workweek. Tim just sold his virtual company, Brain Quicken, for hundreds of millions of dollars. He's now an angel investor in Twitter and some of these other new technology sites that are out there. And he's the one that says, escape the 9 to 5, live anywhere and join the new rich. Randy's people are part of the new rich. They're not dealing with a company where there's a headquarters with a big building. They have everything based in Texas. That's where all their technology is. Administrative headquarters is somewhere else. But all that stuff is set up in Texas. You know what that means? This is good for distributors. That means that every credit card that's processed is processed in the state of Texas. The Texas AG is not the greatest fan of network marketing companies. And yet for 10 years, Randy has run this company based out of Texas, that's where the servers are, without any problems from the Texas AG, without any problems from Rod Cook, for that matter, the MLM watchdog, the granddaddy of them all. That means that something's going right here. That means the culture, the mistakes that Randy learned from Destiny. And you know what? After talking with him about Destiny, I'm not sure all that was his fault. It's kind of like some of these other companies that have gone down. Your distributors get hypey and overzealous, and then they start doing stuff, and then you get people all ticked off, and it's a crazy, crazy world out there. I'll tell you that much right now. But I was impressed. Then I asked him a point-blank question. I said, man, I've gotten a lot of people that are frustrated and complaining because they say that when they go to Liberty and they look at your bio, that people can sign right up with the company right there. He said, Troy, I don't make any money off the compensation plan. He goes, I don't set, like you're talking about, on the top of the compensation plan. He goes, we have a gateway there so that people can actually see how it works. And he goes, if they come in, they go out into the downline. They don't come to me. I have never taken a check from the downline. He goes, I've got family members in my organization. And he goes, I don't know if any of them have ever gotten a check because they didn't believe they could build a business. He goes, and if they did, it was years ago because none of them get paid now. I respect him. He's not lied to me that I've seen yet, so I respect that. We started looking deep into the website. The policies and procedures are only 6 pages long. The terms and conditions are only 4 pages long. That's 10 pages total. I can show you companies out there like Zango, Noni, Prepaid Legal. Their policies and procedures alone are over 10 pages long, not counting terms and conditions. The renewal fee to rejoin over here is only $10. Every product, every service sold at Liberty International, if you get 3 other people on the same service or buying the same product you are, you get yours for free. That means they're moving product. It's a product-driven company. When I went and looked at the videos to see how they hyped and promoted the business, I was amazed. It's Tim Sales. Now, everybody knows brilliant compensation is anything but a hype on network marketing. It's the cold, basic facts. I listened to the opportunity call, and it's not anything about hype. It's about the product, their global phone. What do they call that? Global Freedom Phone is what it is. And it's just like Vonage or anything else that you get. But if you get 3 customers on it, you get yours for free. I thought that was pretty unique. I like the fact that when I looked at their e-commerce shopping, that they actually sell for some other network marketing companies products through there. I thought that was very unique, something you don't see all the time. We looked at the startup cost. For $24.95, you can get started in this company. If you're like some people and you want to buy the max out, you can get it $1,699. But what I found interesting is the same thing that I like about Fortune High Tech, the same thing that I like about Escape International. Really, it was the same thing that I was impressed with at Global Verge, is the fact that this is a shopping cart full of products and services. A person can come in here and never have to look for other streams of income. If they know anything about internet marketing, they can actually build a lot of little niche sites and make a lot of money out here at Liberty International. Randy started laughing. He said, "Are you telling me you're getting excited about joining my company?" I said, "I'm not joining anybody's company, but I can definitely see where an average, everyday distributor could come over here and really make some good money." And then when I look at WOW Mobile, and he shared the vision of why he started that, I started to see something there. I can't share everything about WOW, and I won't until we get a phone in our hands and actually see how this service works. But I was totally impressed about what he was saying. And guys, I wrote a harsh post about Randy's background, about what happened in the Destiny Telecom days. We're not going to remove that. I want people to understand that there's some clouds here with this company. But I also want them to understand that for the last 10 years, Liberty International has been a success story in network marketing. There's people in Liberty International that are making good part-time money and good full-time money. They've built a culture over there for the distributors. And again, it's a company that's led by a distributor that understood what caused the company, A.O. Williams, to grow into a $7 billion company today. Randy may never become a $7 billion company. But the one thing that I've come out of all of our conversations is that he loves the distributors, and that his whole focus is on helping distributors succeed, because if they succeed, he succeeds. When I went over and looked at Liberty Kids, the 501c3 nonprofit he has set up, I was blown away. He's going and they're adopting kids in orphanages to help them out, and I thought, man, what a great thing, because I hate seeing these kids from Thailand end up in the human sex trafficking. I hate seeing it in the United States, like the little 5-year-old baby in North Carolina. So my hat's off to Liberty International. We're going to leave. I'm going to repost. It's going to be Destiny Telecom. We're going to leave over on the scam alerts. But WOW Mobile, Liberty International, we're moving to a legitimate network marketing company due to the due diligence that we've seen, due to the fact that over the last 10 years on the internet, we could not find people that were lambasting and saying how bad Liberty was. Not saying there isn't some stuff out there, but you could tell they were disgruntled, and they would be with any company they're at. So folks, this is one update. WOW Mobiles will be coming once I get a phone in my hand. But as for Liberty International, for their field force, for Randy Jeffers, their CEO, guys, my hat is off to what you have done. You have run a clean ship since the demise of Destiny Telecom, and I want to say, I think this is awesome. Guys, live an epic adventure. We'll see you at the top.